Hello again. In this video, I will show you how we create database in physical layer and creating the connection pool. Because the first step of creating the repository file or RPD file or semantic layer in Oracle BI administration tool is creating the physical layer and connecting with your database and import your tables or your objects. So we need to follow these steps. Right click and click click on a new database. Now add the name of database and the database type. You will find only the last database configured is Oracle 12c. So this is available for 12c or above, for example 18c or 19c, and click OK. After that, you need to create your connection pool by right click on the name of database, a new object, and select connection pool. Add the name of connection pool, data source name. Data source name here, we'll talk about it on details in the coming slides. And database schema username, database schema password, and click OK. And you need to rewrite the password and click OK. So the first step is right click on and click on new database. You need to right click here in this area, white area in physical layer area, new database. Here you need to add the name of database. You can add any name. And as I mentioned, the database name is last defined is Oracle 12c or above. Next. After that, you need to press OK. Click OK. Now we'll select the database that we just created and right click a new object and select connection pool. Now in connection pool, you need to add the name of connection pool. You can add any name, connection pool. Here's the data source name. The first time I added as IP address and port and service name, ORCL. You need to add here username and password and click OK. After click OK, it will ask you to confirm the password or to insert the password again. Insert again the password and click OK. Now the connection pool is open. A new database and connection pool have been configured or created. How can I import my metadata or my tables? Okay, in order to import your metadata, right click on the connection pool and select import metadata. Now it will ask you what type of object you need to import. Tables plus keys and foreign keys. And you have here another option, system tables, aliases, synonyms, and views. I will keep select table, keys, and foreign key. It's recommended to check the keys and foreign key. Why? To save your time. And instead of creating the relation again in physical layer, it will be created automatically after you check these options. After that, click next. I will import these tables: countries, customers, employees, inventories, locations, order items, orders, products, region, and warehouses. Select these tables and select the repository view, and you need to select import in this icon. Click on import selected icon and click finish. After you import this button will be activated. Now this metadata has been added to your physical layer. And regarding to the data source name, there are different ways to configure data source name. I have shown you how the first step is added the IP address, port, and ORCL. There are two different ways. The first one is add the full description. It's like the TNS name, where you configure the TNS name. Description equal address equal protocol equal TCP host equal DB server IP address port equal port connection data. This is the main one, and here's the example. Here's the IP address, host equal IP address, port 1521, and the service name ORCL. And the third way is to add the this connection or this description details in two paths. The first one is domain home BI data component core service instance SSI Oracle database, and the other one is client home BI data component core service instances SSI Oracle database. Okay, and after that you will insert only the name, the alias name. Here you configured ORCL equal, you only need to add data source name as ORCL. Okay, how to check the physical diagram? By selecting all object or all tables, right click physical diagram. You can select either selected object only, object and direct joins, object and all joins. I prefer to keep to select the required tables and selected objects only. Here is an example of the physical diagram sample after we imported all tables. Okay, now let me move to the Oracle BI. I will open it. We stop here in this area. So the first step to create the database is right click in physical layer area, select a new database. I will add OT, my name of database, and here the database type. I will go down to the Oracle 12C. As you can see, there is no 18 or 19C. Okay, and I will press OK. Now my first database is configured or created. Right click in OT. I will select a new object, connection pool. You can give name of connection pool, the data source name, IP address, the port, and the service name. Let me check the code. Okay. Now the username of the schema OT, the password. When I press OK, it will ask me to insert the password again and press OK. Now right click to import metadata and select import metadata. As it's passed to the next window, it means that the configuration is correct. Now it will ask me tables, keys, foreign keys. I will keep selected all these tables. Why? Because as I mentioned, to save my time, instead of creating the relation or diagram again and keep the relation in physical diagram, it will create it automatically. If you have it in database and click next, now go down to my schema OT. I will select my tables and select the target database, and I will click on import selected. The finish is deactive. Once these tables are imported, it will be activated. Now it's activated. Click finish. Expand the OT now connection pool. As you can see here, the tables are imported. To check the physical diagram, right click physical diagram and select selected objects only. Now as you can see here, these tables already connected. There is a relation between these tables. If you double click on any arrow, you will have the, for example, warehouse ID is equal inventories.warehouse ID, the relation between transaction table and the lookup table. Transaction table is inventory and the lookup table is warehouse. Click OK. You can maximize the window from here you can move the window by selecting this hand, pan, right, left. Okay. If I want to create a relation, for example, you don't have any relationship here between the object and you want to create this relation, again, I will select this icon, select, press here, and click on delete. It will ask you, do you want to delete this object? Yes. To create the join again, you need to click new join. You need to take the drag drop from transaction table to the lookup table. If you select from warehouse to the inventory, it's wrong. It's not correct. You need to drag drop from transaction to the lookup. Why? This is important in the coming steps because it will affect the fact and dimension table in the PMM layer. Now from inventory to warehouse, it will ask you which table is you need to select here. It will give you like a suggestion. Warehouse ID from warehouse is equal warehouse ID from inventory. This is correct. Click OK. Now the relation is created again. Click close. Now I will save the file, save. It will ask you, do you want to check global consistency? As of now, press no. Okay. In the coming video, we will move to the PMM layer. Thank you for watching this video.